this one? Hi. Hi, friends. Welcome on in. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to Whip Wednesday. What are you guys up to? Do you guys have any projects going on? Tell me all about it. I hope your week's going well. It's like the midweek. You can check in, say, hey, it's doing good. It's doing poorly. You know, you got the rest of the week still to go. You can do this. I believe in you. All of that fun stuff. I could turn the music back on. There you go. But we're gonna have some fun today. As you know, for May, we are raising money for St. Jude Research Center. And so far, as you can see above me, we've raised $265, hitting 2 of our milestones already, which is really, really awesome. And I'm super proud of you guys, and it's just really exciting. Um, but yeah, our next goal. I always forget which side I'm looking at. Our next goal is 500. So get excited. We're halfway there, technically. Oh man, but it's been good, and it's such a like nice organization. And I really do like how much they help kids get through cancer, and they help their families get through the whole like process, all of that. It's a really good organization. So if you can, definitely donate. The link is in chat. If you can't donate, do not feel bad. Just being here is awesome. Sharing out any of the information is also good. And then Tiltify is doing a new thing called Amplify, where you can create your own link from my campaign and then put that anywhere on your social media and your stuff and send it out to your people. And if somebody donates, it lets me know that you're the one who helped spread the word and get that donation, which is really cool. I think that's actually kind of fun. Um, So there's all of that. There's also a poll currently going on in chat, so make sure to go vote which beaded creation you guys would like to do today. Now, what does that mean? Well, we're gonna make pony beads, and if you guys don't know what those are, I guess I could show you. Let me pull this up really quick because I have some stuff like up just in case that's what we end up doing. Let me open up. No, not browser. Hello. Window capture. There we go. But I can show you guys the fun stuff that we could potentially make. Why did it? Why? What? All right, let's see. There we go. Easy peasy. I can just like kind of like put this next to my face for now and show you what we're working on today. Okay, so this is the frog one. That I'm talking about, Fred the Frog. As you can see. Now these are pony beads. So like they're like the plastic or like glass beads. Typically when you're a kid though, you play with the plastic ones and they're pretty big. And you can put them together to make like fun objects or animals or, you know, just like or characters or all of these different things. And I used to do this when I was a kid, and I thought it would be fun to like do this with you guys, but in the little twisty way of doing things, we're gonna make it with yarn, and we're gonna crochet each bead and then crochet a little rope. I'm debating on whether just to do a chain or to literally do an I-cord, but then that like puts them all together and you can like weave them in and then you create the little dude, and I think that's actually kind of fun. Um, it's just like a fun little different way of making it, and then it's kind of like amigurumi, but then like with a little bit of a difference to it. But that's the frog. Then here's like a dog version, which is what I would use to create Harvey. But then like change the color so it had like the brown spot for his on his back and his by his face and his ears. And the rest of it would be white. I don't have axolotl on there. See, I was like looking up different stuff that we could do, but like see there's like the little dude from Pac-Man or a bumblebee, pizza. What else do we have? Let's see. This was the alien that I was looking at. If we did the okay, fine. Don't pull it up. Fine. I have so much stuff on these. It's ridiculous. But like here's like a Pokeball, so you could do like a Pokeball. I have a blobfish on there. The blobfish I took the here's me getting creative again, right? I took the what is the word I want? The cross stitch pattern of the blobfish, and I used also like the picture of the blobfish. If you guys don't know, I have like my little sad blob in my emotes. This guy, that guy, right there, little one hopping around. Um, and I made a pixelized version of it so that we could make our own blobfish one too. So you could do any of those. So make sure to vote on that. Otherwise, I'm gonna just choose because I have a few different ideas. If we did a couple of these, I have like some special yarn on my desk that we could use. I have all sorts of different colors. But I think it'll be a fun time because it might take a while because you have to make each individual bead, and there could be quite a few beads to make, but I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be kind of cool. I don't know if any of you guys have ever made these little beaded ones. I don't think I have any with me. I have a feeling they're like in like a memory box that's at like back at my parents' house, but I remember making like a crocodile that actually could like the mouth could actually open. I'm pretty sure I have a beaded frog and like the classic salamander guy, and then there's a dog I remember making, and it was like a big dog. There's so many of them. But they were so much fun, and you could make them with friends, you could make them at parties and all of those different things, and I don't know, they were a hit with us. I don't know if they still are with kids, but I figured why not do something that I did as a kid with you guys for our charity month. I think it's a good idea. Also, don't mind my like nasally sound. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it'll go away.
This is by far one of the squatchiest places I've ever investigated. There is a Bigfoot nearby.
What a Shifty. Hello, Shifty. Oh my god. It startled me for a second there. I'm like looking for my stream avatars. I forgot to put those up on the screen so I can have the lovely little puppers running around. How are you? How's your Wednesday? I hope you've been having a lovely week. There we go. I was like ready, but then I wasn't ready. You know, this is what happens. This is what happens. All right, so that goes there. Dixper's technically on, but I'm gonna turn off the scary stuff. No scary stuff for today. Only fun things. There we go. Today was a visit from corporate to your store, so it's kind of stressful, but I mean, you're awesome anyways, so you had like nothing to be like stressed about. You're just like, easy, easy. That's how I take that. Colorful my background is right now. It's great. All right, so that can go there. Perfect. We're all set. My pizza's up there. We're doing good. We're doing good. I've noticed like this pizza theme that seems to have happened. I don't know if it was an accident or if it just kind of happened that way. I mean, when you're growing up, you eat a lot of pizza. It just kind of works. It was crazy. Your day started at 4. Everything went really well and you got tons of praise. Well, you know what? Worth it then. Worth it then. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Oh my gosh. All right, there's like 1 minute left. And so far, Harvey's winning. You know what? I like it. I'll take it. I'll take a Harvey. We always want more Harveys. I got my little Harvey back there. Harvey's actually behind me there. If he comes and lays down, I will turn on the camera. But for now, we are what we are. You thought you were being told you've got to go to a training meant for leaders? Oh. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but I mean, does that mean they want you to train to be a leader? Could that potentially be in the future then? Because I mean, hey, not a bad thing, I would think, right? Potentially, maybe all of that fun stuff. Do I have anything else to tell you before I just kind of like swap to different screen? I guess before we do, here's the list of all of the fun stuff for our charity month. All of the lovely incentives on the left side of the screen. And then on the right side of the screen, we have already checked off the $100 and the $250, which is really awesome. So the next one is going to be that $500 pull an all-nighter, and then we go from there and see how much we can raise. And I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. This one. Short of getting a set of keys and an alarm card, you're already a leader. There you go. But you want that pay. You gotta get the pay. You got the nickname Mini Manager? Oh my gosh. Is that a bad thing, though? Sometimes I feel like that could be taken like he's just the mini manager, you know? They're over here being the mini manager. It's like, otherwise, you're just like the mini manager. You're really good. I don't want to take it that way, but I always feel like people are mean. People can be mean. Oh my gosh. So it looks like lovely Harvey won. I don't know, how many beads do I need for the Harvey one? And I guess I could have that put up on the other screen so you guys can see the pattern we're using. And if you guys would like to join in on creating our little Harvey friend, feel free. I'm gonna call it the Harvey bead. See, this one doesn't tell me how many beads I need. I'm gonna have to count. Hello, Icarus. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Hello, hello. How was your Wednesday? How's your week going? Oh, see, Harvey's not there. It's just the sadness right now. Just an empty bed and rainbow colors. Oh, actually, this one probably is better. We'll go here. Okay, because they expect way more than you're being paid for, and no, it's sad. It's just for all fun. Okay, good. Okay, as long as it's a jest. Look, sometimes you just gotta like be like, oh no, we're not being rude today. Get out of here. Okay, my face hurts because of stupid allergies. I've been super sneezy today. I forgot to take. I forgot to take an Allegro. I probably should have. That's my bad. Look, it's my bad. Okay, so this is the little Harvey that we're gonna be creating. I'll put it there. You're doing great. You've been learning basic coding languages. What language? What language are you learning? Tell me more. Look, I'm a computer scientist. I would love to hear. I would love to hear about it. Oh my god. Oh, the nerd in me. Okay, so let me see. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, I lost count. Oh my god. 4, that's 12. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there's 51 beads in this guy. There's a lot more beads than you expect in these things, but it'll be fine. We got this. Oh my gosh. The store leader is your friend before you start working there, so they just expect you to know everything that he does. I mean, that's a weird expectation. I mean, you could always like be like, that's not how things work, but cool. But still, you know, still. All right. So I have this brown that I think we can use for Harvey, and I have a white. Now, I was working on an I-cord with the white because I was like, is this what we want to do? We want to do an I-cord, right, for the string. Or we could just do a chain. Or, and I totally, like, I remembered this today. And I was just like, I wonder how easy it is to make an I-cord with this. Now, okay, you probably don't know what this is. And I don't know, maybe some of you have used one of these before, right? Now, I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know what it was called because all I remember it was like you make an I-cord with a spool. I did this as a kid, all right? And I would make long ass I-cords, right? And just because it was just really relaxing and easy, and you have like all these little pins on there. See? And I have a few of these actually. But you put like like the pins are on there, and it comes out as an I-cord, which is really cool. Now, when I was looking this up, it's French knitting. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty fun. I like that. So it's called French knitting. Um, and so this could be another option for us to do. And my God, I have not done this since forever. So I was like trying to remember how. I think I figured it out. But oh my gosh, it was taking me forever to be like, oh my God, how do I do this with this? Just in case that's what we want to do. But I think I figured it out and I'm happy. So we can choose which one we want to do. We either do a crochet I-cord, we do the French knitting I-cord, or we just do a chain. Make it real simple. It'll be fun. You have one of those? Yes! Have you ever used it? Do you use it like often? Ever? You might have one, but have you used it? Like, I'm sorry, I have to say these things. Because it's like I haven't touched these in forever. I have probably one that's like super, super long that I've done nothing with it. Oh, you have no clue what it was before. Now you know. Now you know. Oh my gosh. You should pull it out. We'll make a bunch of I-cords together. It'll be fun. You've been learning a lot, actually, but the one that you actually tried to learn a lot of is C++. That's a good one to learn. That is a good one to learn. That's used in a lot of different places, so understandable. I know some C++. I haven't done coding in a few years. I do want to like tighten that up. I want to start like working on that and making sure it's like getting it better. Maybe I should certify. We'll see. Maybe I'll certify in a few new languages, like some of the languages, just so I feel better and look better. No. I love that you said that, but no, I would probably feel uncomfortable. And I'd probably get a lot of like trolls, to be quite honest. There are a lot of female streamers out there that code, because that's what I would expect I'd have to deal with. Oh man, you'll get to learn how to use it. You got this. So, oh, and C#, yeah. See, there's a lot of there's so many different languages. There's so many different languages. I started off in BASIC and I learned Java and then C++ and SQL. This is a different language, but it's like for databases, so I know SQL. When did this turn into an interview? But yeah. There's so many different, oh, Python, that's another one I learned a little bit of in college. Anything else? Anything else I can think of? Oh man, if I felt more comfortable doing a coding stream, maybe, but no. No. Oh man. You haven't touched much since Lua. Oh my gosh. My nose hurts. It's one of those streams where I'm just like, eh. So I think we should get to crocheting, shouldn't we? We have a lot of beads to make. We're gonna see how far we can get into this. Honestly, I feel like we can get quite a few done. These do not take long. I made it up. I know that there's probably like people who are like selling patterns for these things, and I think they were making bigger ones, and I made it up. I went, this shouldn't be too bad. So I made like a little tube, like a little bead. Here. I made one. They're not hard. I might show you. If you can twist my arm, I might show you what I made to test making it all. Because I have that made over there. But I figured I'd let you guys choose what we make together today, which is, I think, more fun. All right, so we have the Harvey. We know there's a lot of beads. We're gonna have to do a lot. What if we just start from the nose down and we can like create him as we go? We can like just set it all up. I think that could be like the way to do this. I like how this I-cord's coming out. I don't wanna like frog it. I'm not gonna. I refuse to. I just need a different white then. 1 second. I will be back. Perfect. Okay. It's kind of sad when I have to go, is this yarn connected to another project? Is this yarn connected to a project? I don't know if you guys are like that, but I certainly am. Oh, before we get started, if anybody's doing the crochet along that I am doing kind of in honor of and inspired by St. Jude and their new logo this year, or there's St. Jude Play Live logo, I should say, the one that says like for play for bragging rights. Let me know if you're doing that. Like, what medium are you using to create the chart that I put together? And I can show you mine. I think that'll be kind of fun. If you guys want to join in, I have. Put it. It's in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, you can join that. Otherwise, I can put the link to the document into chat. Let me see if I can find things in a timely manner. I can't. There we go. You're tempted to get Mother to do it as a diamond painting? That would be so fun! I would have to give you the full chart. I mean, you could get the full chart at the end, either at the end of the month, or I could be like, you know, really nice and I might give it to you. So you can get it like printed or whatever. That would be so fun. Cause that, see, I'm telling you, with like the way we're doing it, it's more of a craft along. Cause I'm like, do it in whatever medium you want. I think that would be even more fun. Oh, you wouldn't need the full chart. Oh, perfect then. Perfect. See, then it's more fun. Then you get the weekly stuff. I don't know how you do the diamond painting ones. Look, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm silly. Let me see something. I'm gonna put this. You just get a blank one? And then you stick them according to the chart. That's really cool, actually. That's kind of a fun way to do that. I guess that makes sense. I just, for some reason, I didn't think about it. You know? I like it, though. That's kind of fun. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's pinned and ready to go. I've got all of my stuff up. We're gonna start with black for the nose. I feel like I need to like add little pink embellishments because his skin is a little pink because he's got that pit in him, and it's just so cute. It's just so cute. Like cross stitch, you don't see the image before you stitch it. Typically, yeah. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you can like draw it out, or you could do something like that. But this is true. This is true. You could use the chart that way. I like it. That's fun. Okay, I think somebody just came home. Anyways, it's like I'm hearing noises. All right. Let's do this. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And if you guys want to do this with me, I will tell you exactly what I'm doing as we do it. What's happening? Oh! Oh, the explosions. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Jeez. Jeez. You need to calm down. Oh my god. I don't know why that like startles me every time, but it startles me every time. It really does. Oh, cheese. Oh, cheese is right. Okay, so we don't need the greens. Let's see. Put you down there. You get out of my way. You get out of the way. Ugh. I had all the different colors just in case. Just in case, because I didn't know what we would end up doing today. Alright, so I don't actually need this mouse. This is for my laptop. Alright. Why do I have so much stuff on my desk? I just realized, I'm like, wait, why is this here? There's the Harvey. Speak of the devil. Hi, you. Are you gonna say hi to everybody? Okay. We're gonna make you today. Excited? Say, I am the Harvey, and I deserve all of the love and attention. I don't know if I can get this to... Well, you get to see his back for now, because he's staring up at me. Oh, here are my hooks. So what I did was I was using a 4mm hook, And if the yarn was a little smaller, or if it was like a lighter yarn of some sort for the other colors, I was using a slightly larger hook, like a 4.5. It kind of depended on the sizing of the bead. So if I needed the bead to be a specific size, I wanted to make sure I was using the right size hook. Anywho, let's see. Are you gonna be way too colorful, Harvey, for everybody to see you? I think that's better. For now, I am going to use the 4mm, and I have a lot of worsted yarn, so we're going to be using that. He's chewing on his foot. Yeah. Yeah. Are you itchy too, Harvey? Apparently the pollen was, like, higher today than it was yesterday. Psst, psst. Hey. So, I could imagine he's feeling exactly how I'm feeling right now. So I'm going to crochet 10, or I'm sorry, chain 10. I might actually get this a little closer for you guys to be able to see. Harvey. What does that say? Get suppny? What? What does that would mean? Reported? What are you doing? Shifty, what are you doing? Harvey. Just relax. Do you need your bony? We can go get your bony if you need that. Distract you from your itchy skin. Oh. And then you call me a nerd. Thank you, I guess. Maybe. Okay. So I'm gonna slip stitch to the other side so it kind of makes this lovely little loop, right? And what I'm going to do now is chain 1, and then I'm going to single crochet all the way around into each chain. It's gonna make a good sized item too. If you want it smaller, I would suggest just using a different sized hook. You probably could go down a couple chains around. I wouldn't go down too many though, otherwise it might get into like an awkward shape. I thought 10 felt like a good number. All right. So then I'm going to slip stitch to the top of that first single crochet and do another row. Of course, I'm using black, so it's like really kind of a pain in the butt to see, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Harvey. Harvey, what are you doing? You gotta stop licking your toes. Otherwise, we're gonna throw you in the tub. We're gonna have to soak your toes. Connect a chain and use it as a base ring. I mean, pretty much, yeah. Yeah. We're gonna be doing this like 60 times, I think is what I told you. I don't remember how many beads there are. All right, slip stitch and one more row. I'm telling you, I made this very, 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 very simple. Oh, an explanation for what you've forgotten how to do. Oh, well, I mean, you made it sound like you knew what I meant. I thought you were like, ah, yes, easy. I know this. Ha! How dare you? I mean, yes, though. So you chain, connect the chain to the first chain, and then you make a little loop. And then single crochet around 3 rows. There's the bead. That's it. That's literally all I did. 3 rows of single crochets in a lovely little, like, tube shape. And that's the bead. I figured that was nice and simple and easy. So there's one. I need my scissors. And then I'm going to sew this in right away because otherwise it's going to take forever. I'm going to try to be good and actually like sew all my ends in as we go. Otherwise I'm going to get driven nuts. By the way, here's the hat so far with all of our little buttons. So we've had 4 donations, so 4 buttons so far. Sorry, I'm having way too much fun with this charity stream. I have so many things happening. I feel like I've done quite a few like crafty ones, and it's great, and I love it. All right, no more Harvey. You just haven't done it, so you're not sure. It may take a try or two until it comes back. Ah, yes. One thing you'll have to make sure you don't do is twist your chain so it doesn't get all like twisted and like turned. But with how many stitches you're doing, it shouldn't be too bad. Otherwise, yeah, it's just like a slip stitch to connect. We're not going to be doing a round. We're not going to be doing like an amigurumi type of deal. It's a little bit different. I'd say you could do a foundation, but if you did the foundation, it would be open at the one side, so you'd have to sew it back together a little bit, but I mean, you could always do that too. You like using the back bump? You could absolutely still use the back bump here. That's fine. It shouldn't change it too much. In fact, if you want, I will do it on the next one, and we can see if that makes a huge difference. But there's our first bead, so that's gonna be his nose. I will put it there. It's gonna be a good size. It's gonna be like a good size. I think it'll be cute though. With his face, I'm gonna go with white beads. We'll do the brown bead in the middle with the eyes and then his ears, because you can't really do like his rings around his eyes, but that kind of gives the idea of it, right? The foundation you're thinking of, you wouldn't create any issue, you think. Maybe you're thinking of the wrong thing. I don't know. Not quite sure what you're thinking of. All right. When I'm saying a foundation, if you do a foundation single crochet. Hello? Oh, thank you. Oh, I was given food. Okay. He's like, what? What happened? Now Harvey is just sitting behind me. We're like back to back. My big protector over here. All right. Oh, I don't see what you really wouldn't go into the back loop though. So I mean, you could do the foundation crochet. Here's what I'm thinking. So there's 2 different things that I'm thinking you're talking about. So if you do the single crochet foundation stitch, right? You'd create the foundation this way. But then you'd have to connect, and then there'd be a little bit of an opening on the bottom end. So you just have to sew it together when you darn in the link, but see, like that. So that would be like the single crochet foundation. You'd go all the way around, and you'd have to slip stitch up here, but this would be open right there. That'd be the only issue with doing that one. Let's see. Otherwise, when you connect the chain, you really wouldn't go into the back loop. I mean, you could, but you really wouldn't. So you have your tan, slip stitch. So you're basically chaining method that creates an I cord. I don't know what you're using. I have no idea your method. The I cord I was making probably is a lot different and it makes it way thicker, so I'm not sure. You chain using both ends of the yarn, so the tail has to be long enough. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever used something like that. But I'm using a very simplified method. Like a basic method, really. Just chain 10, slip stitch, 3 rows of single crochet, and you're done. And then now you have to make all of the beads. Every single bead. Enjoy, have fun. It's going to take a while, but it ends up being really cute. And I know, so like if we made like the really big ones, we probably would make them double-sided and like kind of like pull them in together so they'd have like that thickness of a bead. But I just felt like it didn't need that. I kind of liked that they were a bit wider and more open, especially if we want to use like an I cord or something. It'll have like a lot more space for it to kind of like wiggle through. Otherwise, you just make like a long chain, and you could do that too and put them all together. That's why I'm like sitting here still debating like, well, we could use the I cord. That's why I wanted to make sure I had all my different methods like set up and ready. Otherwise, we'll just do a long chain and then put it all together. Easy. Go. That's 2, and then 1 more. Whoop, there we go. Okay. I have that on like the spinning one. I feel like it's just gonna like throw everything everywhere. Okay. There we are. So now our second bead. See? I feel like it's pretty quick. And then it will probably like get half hour, hour into it, and I'll be like, oh my god, I'm nowhere near done. But I think that's alright. We can take our time on these, because I think they're really cute. And I may make some extra beads in the background so we can put together like a bunch of different characters or items or what have you. Just because I think they're pretty fun. And then it's kind of like a friendship thing. I always saw them as like a friendship thing. You'd make them with your friends, and like you'd trade different animals, or you'd trade like different groupings, and it was always like fun to do it that way. And then they were like your little keychain you'd keep on your backpack. I would love to hear if anybody else has ever made these before, though, because I don't know if it's a thing. I would assume maybe, because like the beads are really easy, so if like kids want to do some sort of craft, like they're at least big. So you could make bracelets and stuff too, but I liked the animal stuff. I thought it was way more fun. Okay, here's part of his face. So we put that right there. So we have nose. Boom. I like this method where I can like keep track of which ones I've already made. There's another one where I had counted how many beads I need, and it's like 100 or so. It's something ridiculous. Let me see. Yeah, it's like 100. It's more than 100. But so I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna make as many beads as I need then. So I'm not laying those out. Those are just going into a little basket of beads. And we'll count them as I go. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Speaking of counting, I can't count right now. Okay. It would be kind of fun to make like a mat or something with these, with like the giant, like the Bernat blanket yarn. I could imagine making these and like having it huge and like something to lay on, or I don't know. I don't know. I think it's cute. I think it'd be fun. Little cushion dude. Getting into my giant blobfish fish territory there. Okay. There we go. You guys are actually gonna be getting hit by the yarn constantly. I'll just put it there. And I mean, fair enough. You guys could absolutely do this with probably without like the chain one. You could do like a continuous round for the last 2 rows. I don't care. That's fine. That's up to you. I for me, I was just like, "Nah, I want to keep it simple. Um, so I'm not too worried about like if it creates that little seam or little line area. When that sign? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. Whew. Felt funky for a second. There we go. But I figured this would be like a really simple one for you guys to join in. If you found another chart, there's tons of them all over the internet. So if you go, oh my gosh, I love this axolotl, or oh my gosh, I love this Little Mermaid one, and it's like, I want to make that. It's like, go for it. They gave you the amount of beads you need right there in the chart. It usually shows like with like an arrow or like a line how the string goes into them to make the beaded thing, but you could really just make anything, and it's really fun. Okay, there we go. There's that one. So if you do decide to make one, or if you're making a Harvey with me, let me know. I would love to see it. I can always I could always write up my little bead my little bead pattern quickly and like shove it onto the screen or something if that would help. But it's not too bad. And anybody who's joining, if you guys are curious and or what I'm making or how I'm doing it, let me know. I will absolutely 100% tell you exactly what I'm doing. Because I want you to join in. I want it to be a fun little thing that we can do together. Or if you're working on another project, tell me all about it. I wanna hear all about your awesome projects and what you're up to and what your current whip is. I'm really trying hard not to crochet ahead in our little craft along. Like, I'm really trying not to. Because I have the whole chart, so I technically could just keep going. But I have the first 16 rows finished, and I'm just like, but I could just keep going. It wasn't too bad. Alright, that goes there. Sewing in my end. So it's out of the way. Did you bring your bone? Don't put that on my book. Don't put that on my book. Okay. All right. Why don't you come over here, Harvey? You want to come over here with that? No? You're like, no, the food's over here. Why would I go over by you? Okay, so we have now our 3. So you can see how, like, the nose is forming right there. Oh, is it actually 3 across? It's 3 across, so we'll do one more. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. That came without me expecting it. So we'll do the 3rd one for the nose, and then we'll do another eye, and then we'll get a brown one in too, so you guys can see the different sections. And I'm thinking that'll work out, so we'll do that middle guy between the eyes brown and the ears. All in there. I'm trying to think of any other like crazy ones that I saw that we could try to do together. There was a lot with like so many beads necessary, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would take forever. Like, if you guys end up choosing one where we need a ton of beads, I'm gonna have to catch up off stream probably. We'll have to have a movie night in Discord, and all I'll do is I'll make pony beads at the same time. Could you imagine? Okay. How am I doing on time? I mean, I talked a lot. I'm gonna blame myself for talking a lot. That's the only reason. It feels like it's taking forever. But I don't know, I feel like these kind of whip up pretty quickly. There we go. It was funny because I was like, I don't really remember what any of these things are called. So I had to like look it up, and then I found out I was like, oh, they're called pony beads. And then I'm just like, well, what do you call like the full like art creation, like the pony bee animals? And it's like, no, it just literally says pony bean animals, and then like food comes up and like characters and animals and everything under the sun you could make with a pony bee. And I'm like, well, that doesn't like count though. So I feel like it should just be called like pony bead art. But then it's like, well, you could make like necklaces and bracelets and jewelry, and I'm like, yeah. I don't know if there's actually like a full name for it. Okay. Now we got this one. We'll go back to the black because at least we only have like 2 more black beads to make, which is fine because it's like not too much black that can like hurt my eyes or your eyes trying to see the stitches. Whoops, sorry. Did not mean to bump that. I was just stretching. And if anybody's just joining us and wondering what like all those like that bar is at the top of the stream, or like all those names down there, or this QR code that's here, we are raising money for St. Jude Research Center, and currently we are at the fundraising amount of $265, and we're going for our next milestone of 500. So if you'd like to donate, the link is in the chat. And if you would like to amplify our campaign and add that to your social media to have others donate, feel free to do that as well. There's a link at the donation page, or you can put an ! amplify to do that. Which I think is a really cool thing. Took a little bit, but you found a video of the technique you were talking about to make an I-cord, and you've seen people use it in place of a foundation crochet. That's interesting. So instead of doing a chain, people use the foundation, right? Stitch, which could be the single, the half, the double, whatever. And then now you're saying that they're using an I-cord in a place of the foundation, which was in place of a chain? I don't know if I've heard this one. That's interesting. That's it's kind of interesting. Is it easier? I feel like it wouldn't be. I feel like it's just a different technique, you know? Yeah, that's just an I-cord. I feel like that would be too thick, though, for, like, a foundation chain. Like, if you're doing something flat, wouldn't that have a thickness to it? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'd have to try it just to see, because it's like I'm looking at it and thinking about it, and it's an I-cord, which would actually have like a more of a thickness to it. I might have to take off my sweater. These are like lower than I was expecting them to be for some reason. It's like bugging me. All right, let's do the eyes. Go. I feel like I have to speed run this to see how much I can get done. Let's see if we can get way more of this guy done. I was like, I could do something tiny, you know? I was like, I could do something really small and simple just to show you guys what we're making. And then it would be like, oh yeah, we could finish that today. And then we'd have it. And I'm like, that's boring. Go big or go home. Go big or go home. We gotta get this done. You got it from another streamer you watched do it. I'm trying to think of what that would be good for. What were they making? Do you remember? I'm just like curious now, because I'm just like, I feel like it makes sense to do the chain, because that's just like, yes, right? And then it makes sense for me to do the foundation, but like thinking about making like an I-cord to start off a project just seems kind of interesting. It's odd to me, but I've never tried that. So, or if I have and it was like built into a pattern, I didn't realize it. Okay, good. So we have the right amount. She used it for a hat or something to give a nice finished edge without too much more work. Okay. Interesting. I could kind of see that if it's like from the bottom up, having like already like an end to it, so you don't have to do like another piece around on the bottom, or like a row around, or anything. For those instances, it makes that makes more sense. A normal normal chain leaves a twist on the edge that an I-cord leaves little V stitches. For me, I've always just the chain. I don't even know if I have like twists. I don't know. I don't really. Mine doesn't twist. I mean, I've done it for years. If I could make like the longest ass chain, which I had to do, practicing to make that my blanket, and I usually am pretty good about not getting it to twist, but I don't know. I've heard so many different thoughts on crocheting in the past couple of years. It's interesting. Blue Raven, welcome on in. Thank you so much for that follow. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh. Are you a fellow crafter? Welcome to our little crafty stream today. There's one eye. Done. Easy. You're good even though your head hurts? No! Ugh, I hate that. I get really bad headaches, so I understand. So I hope it starts feeling better soon, or if you can do anything to make it feel better, I hope that it helps. But let's see, you learned to crochet last September. That's exciting. That's really exciting. What have you made so far? Like, what's your favorite thing? I want to hear all about your journey into crocheting. It's fun getting to meet people who've just learned, and like, or people who are learning now, and it's exciting. I've crocheted for like 20 years. Crocheted for too long. I'm old. Literally, crocheting is now aging me. There we go. One eye. We have one eye. He's gonna look like Snoopy at first. Okay. Get the second eye in, and then we'll get some brown going, some different colors. Very neutrally colors today. One of my ideas, which was I came up with right before stream. I was like, oh, what if? Because we had made the alien in glow-in-the-dark yarn, which sits on my shelf, and I love him. He's adorable. And I was like, what if I made an alien phase with glow-in-the-dark yarn? I'm like, if they choose that, I have to have the yarn out. So then I had to find my glow-in-the-dark yarn. It's like all over my room. Oh man, I'm like, I don't know. I have yarn literally in every crevice of this room. In shelves, in baskets, behind the door. It's ridiculous. I need to organize better. Eventually. You have a bunch of that yarn left. You gotta find something to do with it. Oh, see? Do a lot of different things. Make some fun crafts. Make some jellyfish. That was my other thought. It was like Stardew Valley glowing jellyfish. I could do those. Those would be fun. If you knew the glow lasted after washing, you'd make a shawl. You could take like a piece, make like a tiny little swatch. Make like a tiny little swatch and wash it and see how it does. So always could always be like a little embellishment to a worn piece. What if I made an alien hat with glowing eyes? Okay, I'm gonna go crazy now. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go back into my like, oh, I want more projects. I don't need more projects. I don't need more projects right now. You made a blanket? Oh, that's so cool. That's so far 4 feet by 5 feet and 4 more balls of wool yet left. And you have made a Ukrainian flag 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. And you just finished making a small red tomato hat. That sounds amazing. Started making a medium one and you're in black and glitter. Wait a minute, a tomo. I don't think I know what that is. And you got to make another medium one in light green for your sister. I mean, that sounds amazing. Look at you go. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're enjoying it that much. Those are some really cool projects. Google it? I will. I will because now I'm curious. Oh, yes. The ears. With the ears. I like it. That's fun. That's really cute. I like that. That's very, very fun. See, you got all these like fun projects. You come here, it's probably it's dangerous to be here because we're gonna make you like come up with 1,000 more projects to make. At least this is what happens whenever I crochet or do any crafts. We're just like, oh, what about these crafts? Or like, what if we made this? It's hilarious. 70 chain stitches and 31 rows. See? Not bad. Not bad at all. I like it. You've got it down. It's already memorized. I love it. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So you make like a rectangle then for that one. That's neat. I was actually trying to come up with some silly hats to make. And I was probably just gonna pretty much make like a stretchy rectangle that you sew like the top together and like cinch it to make the hat. And I was like trying to come up with different ideas for that. So I have like a tiny little list. You guys know that's a lie. I have a tiny little list of like all these silly little hats I want to make now. So I can put on different hats for you guys for stream. Like I need more hats. I was even trying to come up with stuff that I could like attach to my headphones to make life easier. That I could like say is a hat or like put on like a headband and make like a hat that way. Again, quote unquote hat. You're planning to make a scarf with your sister's name crocheted through it? Yes! Oh, I love that. So a little bit of tapestry crocheting there. That's very fun. Oh, I didn't bring mine over. I forgot to do that. Here, let me cut this and I'll bring mine over so I can show you guys. Now, mind you, I was kind of rushing through it, so it's not like perfect, but I don't even care. It's like, I don't care, it's fine. When I put the border on it, you won't even notice. It's like, speaking of tapestry crochet. Harvey came back. It's like, get out of the way. Ta-da! So far, so good. This is like the St. Jude Play Live one that I'm working on. Like, we have a little cal going, and I made a chart for it. So I'm making like a little lap band. So I'm gonna put each section together from the bottom up and then put a nice border around it to make it a little bit thicker. And I think it's coming out really cute. I love it already. It's really nice. You just don't know how to do it. Do you create the letters as you're going or create each letter and crochet around it? You would probably do it if it's going to be built in like this. The way this was done is you change you change to a different color at each section. So whenever I have to like get into the letter area, I change to that color. And then I go to the and I go back to the background color, and then I go to the next color, background color, etc., etc. I have like you could here's like the back, so you can see it's all like crocheted into it. And I just went through and I was debating on not doing this, and I'm very happy I didn't do this, but I had the dark gray. I just kind of like fed through each section of the different colors. Instead of like having, oh, it stops here and then I have another ball and then another ball and then another ball and then another ball and another ball and another ball, and it would have just been like way too much. So I just kind of like fed it through each color. Now I could have done that too with like these colors, but I kept those as their own separate sections. So that's with the tapestry crochet. And there's like a chart that just goes along with this. If you're curious, if you wanted to see the chart that I used for this one, I think I still have it. Oh, perfect. There's my Google Docs. And it's just like an Excel sheet with the colors put in. So it's just like a chart that way. And each box, why did he leave again? You know, Harvey, you're such a butt. Each square is a single crochet. So that's how this worked. But I'm very happy with it. This is the first section for our crochet along, or our craft along, if you will. And then the next section will be the next few rows here. The 2 rows in the middle, by the way, the 2 sections in the middle, they're shorter than these, but that's just because of like the extra piece I have at the bottom. Anywho, I'm gonna put this to the side now. You could even just like crochet the letters and sew them on, but I like your idea of the tapestry for like the full scarf. You've stuck 6 pieces of A4 squared paper together to get your sister's name in the center, as the squared paper size is 42 squares by 356 squares. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it'll get long. It's gonna get long. That makes sense. That size, like I can actually picture it, because mine is 104 this direction. So if you want it to be a scarf, you're gonna have to make it like at least like arm's width, right? So that makes sense. But that's really fun. Yeah, you get all those papers together and then you just like have to mark it, and just be patient with yourself because it might get a little frustrating. But you can do it. Yeah, the 8 inches by 70 inches. That makes sense. Yes, yes, yes. I think the tricks that I've heard, it's like you do arm's width, right? Or I guess like the height of the person, and then the hand, like from my thumb to my pinky, that's the width. So that's about what you're saying. That's like the little trick to do it. If you don't want to have to like measure and... But I always thought that was like a fun little trick to figure out those sizes. So it's like when you said that, it's like, yeah, that adds up. That adds up in my head. Okay, why aren't you going in? Do as I say, yarn. There we go. But that'll be really pretty. What colors are you doing? I didn't ask that. What colors are you making the scarf? I would love to hear. There we go. I'm leaving my pieces, so just put those over there. Use those as stuffing. It's for some other project. Okay. There's our second eye. So now we have this. I'll zoom back in so you guys can see me crochet again. We'll go like here so you can see the face. Okay. So I'm gonna go with the brown piece that's gonna go between the eyes, and then we'll make the ears. You guys can see it. This is the picture, so you can see like how it's already like coming together. You have like that the front of the face. We're starting from the top down here. Not sure what colors yet. You have green, red, blue, black, pink, gray, purple, mixed. All of the different stuff. Oh, cake yarns, nice. There are so many colors. I would suggest at least do like contrasting colors so that you can read the words, right? Read the name, I should say. But otherwise, you could just have fun with it. Could do all of the colors. I'm wondering if I need to use a bigger hook for this one. I think it'll be fine. It's just a little softer, so sometimes it might come out a little smaller. We'll have to see. 9 and 10. You have 4 balls of cake yarn, so you might keep it for you as they are so soft. Oh, I mean, look, sometimes you gotta give yourself a little bit of something, right? As a crafter, I understand the I make for everyone else and I've never made for myself type of thing. Sometimes you gotta do something for yourself, you know? Keep that fun yarn. I have this really soft yarn that I have to figure out what I want to make with it. I was like, I kind of want to make like a hat, scarf, like set or something wearable with it, just so I can like be like, soft, cozy yarn. I don't even know if they sell it anymore. I should see if they have more of it. But I only had gotten a few skeins of it, so I was like, hopefully I can make something good. You treated yourself to 4 balls of cake yarn as a celebration of being finally in control of your mental health after 17 years. That's awesome. I love that. That's a great way to celebrate. Congratulations. I'm really happy for you. I know that's like can be a really long journey, but I'm super, super proud. Yeah, now you definitely have to make yourself something nice. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Oof, okay. I actually think this might come out the same size. We'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll just remake it quick. Last row. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Are you the same size? Okay, good. Yeah, so that came out the same size. If it was smaller, I would just go up like a half a hook instead of like a full hook size. If it was even smaller yarn that I was trying to mix and match with my worsted, then I probably would go up a full-on hook size, but this worked out. You took a massive step in January this year. You had a certain type of therapy, which is why you're where you are today. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I feel so proud of you. Because that can be really hard and really difficult to do. But that's so, so good. Yeah, definitely treat yourself. Definitely worthy of a celebration. All right, let's sew that one in. Yeah, definitely suggest sewing in all of your ends as you go with these beads. Otherwise, you're gonna have to sew each bead after the fact, and you're gonna feel like I hate everything. Unless you're Shifty, in which case Shifty probably would love it. So make sure you leave all of your ends open, Shifty, till the end, so you get to sew them all in at the same time. It just feels like it goes slower for some reason if you don't do it this way. I don't know why. It just felt slower. But for me, it was like, okay, finish a bead, done, moving on. And I am like turning it inside out to sew the piece in because I'm putting it towards the middle just so that nothing sticks out on the outside. So there's that one. Goes right in the middle to represent the brown around his eyes. So there's the part of the face. Let's get those ears going. It's gonna be so cute. I'm excited for this one, actually. I'm kind of glad you guys decided on us making a Harvey bead art. I think it's gonna be really cute. Oh, I haven't been checking. Ah, shoot, I missed it. Come here, Harvey. No, you're gonna go lay under that table? I have my folding table out with all of my St. Jude stuff on it. Just to try to keep everything organized for the whole the charity stream. And so he's over there under that table instead of this one. You know. So if you can hear him crunching on his antler, that's what he's doing. Cost you that much per hour for therapy? Maybe you'll do a stream about your mental health travel. Oh, that could be interesting. That might help other people understand it. Could be a really interesting one to do. I know some people like to see that because then it's kind of like, oh, see, you're not alone, you're all in this together type of deal. So I mean, I could see that working out. All right. Where are we at? It should be 10. I made this tail long for some reason. I didn't really mean to, but this one's much longer than the other ones. How many for the ears? So this is just showing 4. So we're gonna make 4 more brown pieces for the ear. Both of the ears, I should say. There we go. Oh, I gotta like adjust. There we go. Much better. I'll have to, since you guys hit our $250 milestone last night, so you guys get to make me pizzas. I gotta think of, if you guys can think of any weird toppings for a pizza, let me know. You know, throw them into Discord. Send me a message, whatever. Let me know, because I'm like trying to think of like fun things that we could end up putting on the pizza. You know, normal toppings and, you know, maybe some wacky ones. And I'll make sure I can get that purchased so that we can get the pizza stream in potentially next week. We might have a couple milestone ones next week. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the Just Dance one because I might not have the Switch available for stream, which was my plan, but it's okay. I will move that till next week. and I'm excited for it. The pattern looks like those bead animals you used to make. That's exactly what we're doing, Doggoner. It's exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, I gotta pull something back from the childhood. Those pony beads. But we're crocheting it. Also, hi. How are you? What's your newest craft? I know you have to be working on some craft. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought it would be kind of fun and a little different. I'm like, I don't think I have any. I think they're at your house. So I can't like show off my old beads. Otherwise, it's in a box somewhere. Probably in our attic. You just finished your clothespin watermelon wreath. Going to start a beach one? Nice. Oh yeah, you told me about the beach one, because that's going to be the shell, right? Is that going to be like the full shell, or is that just like framing the shell then? Because that'll be fun. I still have to get the clothespins if I'm going to do the same thing. I'm glad you recognized the beads, though, from like what I used to make. They were fun. I don't know if they're still popular. I would love to see if it's still popular, if we can get like the cousins' kids to make them. They'd probably love it. I could see it. All right, let's sew that one together. But we're making a Harvey. They flopped around. The beads, you mean? Or... But yeah, this is going to be a Harvey. So this is the start of Harvey's face. I'm kind of just choosing which ones we're going to do here for each color. Oh, when they were done? Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, it's true. What do we I had so many. I had, I know I had like the salamander, the frog. I had a dog. I had the crocodile with the mouth that opened. There was a bunch. But this is gonna be a little bit bigger, as you can see by my hand size. I could make it tiny, keychain sized, but I thought it'd be fun to make like a big one. There we go. Did I actually sew that in? Yes, okay. My brain like stopped looking and I was not paying attention anymore. Okay. You're also making a trellis planter thing? Ooh. You didn't tell me about that one. I don't think you told me about that one. I've been debating on if we should put like a cute trellis or something behind our garden bed and have something viney grow on that. Oh, I noticed in a few of my pots that I'm putting seeds in, by the way, this is now it's plant talk, there's a couple buds. And then I was like moving the dirt because I was like, wait, there's a color there. There's buds. I'm so excited. I put all the ones I had under the grow light outside instead, and I feel like that's the rainwater must be what's doing it for them, but I'm very excited. My morning glories look fantastic too. So many sprouts. But I think a trellis would be fun. I think that goes there, technically. It shows it this direction. You'll send a picture. Dollar Tree trellis, but putting the pot like you used for the bunny butts on it. Oh, that's cute. That sounds fun. So like a really like big decorative piece then. Wait, maybe you did send me that. Now I'm like picturing it where it's got like the boxes and it's on like a trellis. And then you put the plants in each part and it's like stacked and it's like a vertical one? No? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I saw something like that and thought about it for me because I was like, oh, a vertical planter would be fun, and then you just like add like the boxes to it. And anyways, I haven't taken my vertical planter out. I really should so I can get the wildflowers planted. There we go. Get these ears done at least. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so many plants. I can't help myself. I was actually debating on taking a couple more clippings off of my other viney ones because they're getting long, and I'm like, it's kind of silly. I might have to start giving them out to friends. Which actually could be a kind of a cute gift, you know. It's like, here's a piece of one of my plants. So I might do that. Hey, no worries. If you're working on stuff, do your thing. Understandable. I don't mind the lurking. Enjoy it. Dinner's ready. Back later. Awesome. Enjoy your food. Mine's here, but I have to wait. I'm gonna wait till a break, and then I might have a couple bites. But I want to get some more of this done before I take a break. But yeah, if you guys are working on stuff, don't worry. It's okay. I don't mind just like hanging out, all of us working on our stuff together. That's always fun. You're trying to make 250 tickets, though, look professional. You can do it. I bet you can do it. You got this. Canva for the tickets? Oh yeah, you could use Canva. Or if you have any other like software like that. Very useful. Very useful tools out there. Oh, do they have like templates for tickets? Oh, see, that's nice. See, there you go. If that helps, boom. Put your images in, put your words in, and then you're set. Okay. That piece here. Oh, Canva is just like it's like an online tool. So if you don't, if it's, think like Photoshop and like Illustrator and all of those things from Adobe. But Canva is like an online, there's a free version of it, and it pretty much does all of like those same ideas that you would do in like in design, where you would have like the flyer or the ticket or the template and all of those, and you could put it all together that way. And they have tons of different templates that you can use as your like your base, and then you can just put it all together pretty easily. So that's what Canva is. A lot of fun tools like that out there. Canva's pretty user-friendly. A lot of businesses and stuff use it too. For like marketing. Let's see. Alright, get that piece. We'll have one ear, and then we have one more ear to go, and then I might take a quick break, but we'll do the ears first. Like, we gotta get the ears done first. Actually, we might have the head done. I might do these two pieces here, too. Then I'll give myself a break. My allergies are bad. It's like the more I talk, the grumblier I sound. It's like, no. Okay. Let's get this in there. One more row just to make sure it's secure and snug. It's really tight, so it's actually I'm not too worried about it coming apart, but we'll be good to go. Okay. So there's that ear. Now this piece goes like this because of the way the string's gonna go through it. It's actually gonna go that direction. So the hole's this way instead of this way with the other ones. So we'll make the second ear, and then we'll make the back of the head. I feel like we're making good progress. Even with me, like, talking and distracted the whole time. There we go. And for anybody new who's joining us in stream, we are raising money for St. Jude, so if you'd like to donate, that link just popped up in chat. It's also pinned to the top of chat. So you can do that if you'd like to. Otherwise, or if at the same time, if you'd like to amplify our campaign and share a link of our campaign to your social medias, that is also a very kind thing to do to get that word out there so we can do some good for those kids at St. Jude. Let's see. I'm like trying to count. We're fine. Gotta do my spiel. Just in case. We're currently at $265 raised and going for our next goal of $500. It's our next milestone. Right. There we go. One more row. And then we have our next bead finished. These are so simple. It's so repetitive. It's just like, you're gonna get quicker as you go, and it's so nice that way. Get all of the beads made. Right. Okay, so we just have to make, well, no, I should, see how, like, in my head, I was like, I'll just cut this and make the next bead for the other ear, like, right away, and it's like, no, do what you've been doing, sew it in, so you don't have to think about it. I don't know why. It's just always like ugh, I don't want to sew it in. It's like, well, you have to. Oops. Do this first. There we go. Okay. Sew this piece in, and then we're good. I might make the other ones that I had on that list at the beginning of stream, though. When you guys did the poll, I might do more of those too, because I think A lot of them could be really fun and really cute in this, like, style of, like, the beads. It's almost pixelated, too. So, like, you can even think of this as, like, a pixel art as well because of the way it looks and everything. I've always liked that pixel art stuff and that style. It's very cute. Okay. So there's the other ear started. It's like in the middle here because of where all the strings go. It's so cute already. I'm excited. It is already so adorable. Eight, 9, and 10. Slip stitch. And get going. I can get it through. Come on. There we go. Did anybody ever make these as a kid? Like me? Did you guys make like friendship bracelets or any of those types of things too? I feel like I did a lot of crafty stuff as a kid too. I've like always been a crafty person. I blame my mom and my grandmother and for making me into a very crafty, creative person. So thanks, appreciated. It's just like how I blame my brother for me being a nerd and my dad for me being a computer geek, and I know where it all came from. We know what happened. But I've always was like a little crafty kid, so surprising you didn't craft till you helped your mom make a gift box back in 2009. Hey. But did it, like, take off? Were you, like, sucked in the second you started crafting? You're like, wait a minute. Where has this been my entire life? And then you're just like, yes. You really can just get sucked into it. It's hard. It's hard not to. I love trying a bunch of different types of crafts too, but like crocheting has been pretty much my passion. But I love to dabble, so I draw and I really want to do some more clay art. Oh my gosh. And like just like crafty things, like we were talking about making wreaths and stuff. Those are always fun too. You're annoying me and I'm going to cut you. There we go. Get that out of the way. Okay. I have the ears done. I'm so excited. You do card making, gift boxes, gift tags, spray painting, diamond painting, graffiti, latch hook, crochet. Oh yeah, see? Yeah. You went crazy, just like the rest of us. It makes sense, yeah. We'll have to continue doing my diamond painting too. I started that a couple weeks ago. Only got like a little section done of it though. But yeah, my first diamond painting, was that last year? I did my first diamond painting. Those are fun. I was like worried that I was gonna be like super like, no, I can't do this. I'm not patient enough for this, but it was actually not too bad. But cards and gift tags are always fun too. Those are really cute. All right. Cut this guy. If you ever knit after doing crocheting though, if you're gonna start knitting, I would highly recommend continental knitting, because you'll hold the stuff similar to how you hold your crochet hook probably right now, is my guess. I don't know. I thought that was helpful because I crocheted way more, and I first learned to knit when I was like little kid, and then I was like, I haven't knitted in forever because I took off with crocheting. So then we started learning to knit again, and I loved the continental knitting because of how you hold it and how you hold the yarn in your left hand. And I was just like, yes, I can do this. Now, I haven't done it in a while, but that's because I'm faking the knitting with Tunisian crochet instead. Oh, it's hilarious, and I love it. So many different ways to do things. You've done a teddy bear diamond painting and gave it to gave it to the therapy that helped you this year. Oh, I love that. That's so nice. That's a lovely gift. Very fun. That's a really nice gift. See, we're gonna get back onto this thought process. I still want to buy all those little diamond paintings that we've talked about before, where they're like card sized, like this big, or they're like little cards. And I'm like, that would be such a cute little gift card, right? Or you can put that in a gift. You can put the diamond painting, and then it's like a little keepsake. I love that idea. You settle for the name of the concert that you're planning? Yes. Very nice. Get all of the objectives done. You've got this. Okay. We have a second ear. Ta-da. It's so cute! Okay. So now we have to go with white. And Harvey is mostly white. So we're gonna see a lot of white. As the blue raven flies. Ooh, I like that. Sounds cute. That's a fun name. I like it. Four, 5, 6, 9, and 10. All right. Get those neck pieces in, and then we'll see where we're at on time. If we end up at top of the hour, though, before that, I may just hop out for a quick break, but otherwise, we'll see how that goes. It's better than 3/4 of a one-man band. Oh, because you live when you walk. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's kind of a funny name, though, honestly. Look, sometimes you gotta laugh at these things. And that's a fun way to look at it. But either way, I love it. 3/4. Oh, it's great. Okay. That could be the tagline. I think it totally could be the tagline, honestly. Just need to get 2 pieces. I think I can do 2 pieces in 10 minutes. I think I can do that. I got this. I've got this. Blum, bum, bum, bum. There we go. One more row. I don't even want to think about how long it's going to take me to make that like 100, 200 some beads for the one project that I'm looking at doing. And I'm like, that might end up being too big. Maybe I do need to make these smaller. Still would be so cute though. Can't help it. And then you could even hang these on like the wall as like an art piece. Could be really cute in a kid's room, honestly. Make like a big one. Something like to snuggle with, make a big one. Okay. Oops. There we go. So that piece up. Harvey, you're coming together so nicely. I love it. I don't know how long the actual string, I-cord, chain, what have you, is going to have to be for Harvey's to put it all together. So we might have to just chain first so that we can kind of get the size right. The other project I did a 200 chains,
Mole,
I
mole,
think is what it
mole,
was.
mole, mole.
Is that a mole? Hi, mole. Welcome on in. But it was 200 chains, so, and it was a little too long, but it was like just enough so I could even make like a little bow with it, and it was fine. And I rolled with it, but so we might do something around that. I think it was like 40 inches, but they're all gonna be kind of different because of the whatever you're making is gonna be slightly different. There we go. Okay, so there's one piece. Oh, I think this is working really well, actually. I'm kind of happy with the colors and like the way I'm like building it out. It's working. It's working for me. Okay, a little bit smaller. There we go. Is anybody else working on some fun projects today? What is your whip for Whip Wednesday? It is Wednesday, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. What if my day's completely off and you guys are like, Rach, it's not Wednesday, and you're just, I'm like, my days are all blending together now. That's not good. Working my butt off, come on. There's Mole. Bring in the shenanigans. Straight into the shenanigans. How you doing? How's your Wednesday? How's your week going? I had so much fun last night. I loved the grounded game. That was really fun. It was tricky and challenging, but fun. Very good. Doing good, very tired though. Oh geez. You're gonna need a nap. How goes the crafting? Very good. So far, so good. We have like a Harvey. I don't know if you ever, or if you knew like friends who did like the pony bead stuff. I think it's called barrel beads in the UK. Look, I looked it up. Because Because I was like trying to figure out what it's called, and I think they're like the pony beads and the barrel beads are the same thing. And you can make like little characters and animals and whatnot. So that's what we're making today. You loved the game last night. It was so good. It was so good. We're gonna have like so many to choose from now. When we all want to play together, it's gonna be like, what do we do? Do we want zombies, dinosaurs, giant ants, cannibals? What are we doing? You see crochet sugar cubes. You know what? That's also fine. That's also fine. They're beads, but you know what? It's fine. It's whatever. Oh my gosh. I got lots of beads to make, Harvey. This is what's happening. Maybe for the bonus stream tomorrow, I'll make the rest of the beads. We'll see how it goes. Or if we come up with a different idea. So I think I'm gonna add my bonus stream tomorrow, and then we'll have crowd control on Friday. I don't know what game, but something where you guys can cause shenanigans with all your... what is the word I want? Donations? Yes, donations, because St. Jude. Okay. So there's that one. Oh, that's fine. There we go. But like the pattern we're doing is the one right there, and you can kind of see the similarity with the face. I was debating on like just counting and then like making the number of if each color, and then I was like, no, let's just actually put it together as we go. And I like how this is working out. You guys can actually see what we're making a little bit easier that way. Of course, Mole comes in, calls it a sugar cube, and I'm like, excuse you. Excuse you. It's fine. Since we are at the top of the hour, though, I'm probably gonna start the ad. It's supposed to start in like 2 minutes anyways, but I'm gonna start the ad early, take a quick break, eat some food, show you guys our lovely incentives and goals sheet that we have. If you'd like to donate. And then we can continue for a little bit longer. Look at that. See? It's coming out. I'm very happy. So like these technically go like here and here in between those two. I think it's working out. I think it looks good. Okay. Oh, I need to like stretch. Everybody stretch, take a break, grab some water, grab a snack. It's not gonna be long, I promise. But I will be right back. And then more Harvey. So we got a lot of the body to do. The whole body, the arms, well, like the legs, and the tail. It's gonna be good. What do you mean, how dare I? How dare you? How dare you? Okay, I am back. Hello. As you can see, incentives and goals. So if you'd like to donate, that link is in the chat. It's pinned at the top. Otherwise, you can amplify as well to get the word out there and share it everywhere. To get some more people in to donate for the lovely kids at St. Jude Research Hospital. Harvey still wants my food. I still have food left. I just took like a few bites, but he's over here just like, I'm gonna eat your food. And it's like, no. No. Oh, man. But I hope everybody got to stretch, grab a drink, go to the restroom, do everything you needed to. Because we're getting right back into work here. So I think I'm probably gonna only have like the one brown spot on his back. And then the rest of it's gonna be white. I don't think he really has anything else that I could do like a color for. So it's just all white beads now. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Your face is slightly in the way. I'm just gonna move you over a little bit. Maybe I'll put this over here. So you can kind of see the face as we keep going. Okay. Can I put it like this way? Okay. That's fine. All right. Keep the fun going. I love this. I'm actually having so much fun doing this. Ooh, I'm gonna drop some crates really quick. Do you guys want to see the one I tested with that I was like making something just to test with? I'll only do it if you guys like try to twist my arm. But go ahead and grab your free crate from Dixper. Only the happy stuff is up, I'm hoping. I was told that there's ways around and getting the scary ones to pop up, but hopefully only cozy stream things will be fun for stream today. Okay. Let's see, we need 3 next for the body. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how much we can get done. There's quite a few beads left now. I'm glad we got like at least the face finished. But we might put them together tomorrow. And then we'll have to choose if we want to do another one, like another bead project, or if we have like other projects that we'll want to work on next week. We'll have to see what comes up. Okay. There we go. And one more row. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. How many do we have? Let's see. So there's 3. There's 12 for like the body. So we'll have 12 beads for the body part, right? Like the torso area, if you will. And 11 of them will be white, 1 of them will be brown, because he's got a big brown spot in his back. And then for each leg, it looks like those are made up of 5, oopsies, of 5, yeah, beads each. So that's another 20. So far we're at 32 more beads, and then, oh wait, that was the end. And then for the tail, it's another 4 plus 2 for the little butt. So 6. So we have 38 more beads to make. Well, 37. And we've already made 13. Actually, you know what? We're doing fine. We're doing just fine. So I might be able to do the full body. We'll have to see. I can be a little quicker. We could get the whole body done. At least the torso part. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. So this is like the neck that goes to 2, and then it goes back to 3. So I'll put that guy in the middle. It's almost gonna be like a nice like wrist rest. That's how long it'll be. It's gonna be great. I might hang this up on my wall. But I do still think it's kind of fun because I feel like I use a lot of charts when I crochet, especially if we're gonna do like some type of picture or like C2C, or this is also a chart. You know, we were even using a chart from like a cross stitch book to cross stitch on crochet, which is actually really fun too. It gave me so many ideas. Hey. Hey. Stop that. Stop that. Here's your bony. But it's so easy to get these charts from the beads and then like use them to create all of these cute creations, honestly. So it's really fun. There's the man himself, or I guess the dog himself, Harvey, has now joined us. As you can see, he's very just white with his brown ears and his brown eyes, and then his one big brown spot. But that is who we are making today. I'm glad you decided to join us again, Harvey. How you doing? You enjoying your antler? Let's see. One more row. You're here, you're lurking, you're planning stuff. Okay, the planning stuff scares me because you put a haha at the end. I appreciate the lurk though. Don't worry. No worries and no apologies needed. The planning stuff, though, on the other hand, scares me. Because I know you normally, I'm like, there's multiple things you could be planning. And then I'm like, but the shenanigans that you guys tend to do always scare me. So that's where my brain goes. But I'm like, nah, it's probably just something nice that you're planning for yourself. It has nothing to do with any shenanigans. Me? Shenanigans? No. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The lies must stop, Mole. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we got these going here. What was that for time? Not bad. Not bad. We never have shenanigans here. Shenanigans aren't allowed on stream. No shenanigans. This is a no shenanigans area. It's not true at all. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. Go through, damn it. Okay, we're fine. I was like, why is that not going anywhere? Okay. Okay. Go. So that's another piece. I want to quick do something before I keep going. Just like popped in my head. I'm glad we can all like just enjoy a nice like working session together though. See, I like that. That's like one of my favorite things that we get to do. Like to me, anytime I'm like crocheting or working on a project, that's what it feels like. We're all just kind of like working on projects together. It makes me happy. Makes me happy. Here it is. And then there we go. Okay, I think that should be better. Okay. Sorry. Just adjusting a couple chat things. All right. Lovely. I'm gonna bring the popper back up so I can see it. How you doing? You good boy? Here, all the pets for Harvey, right? Hey, I get all the pets. There we go. Okay. So this is gonna be the final one for this row, because there's gonna be 3 and then 3 and then 3. Which makes it pretty easy. It's made up of 4 rows of 3. And then the legs actually are between a couple of the different rows. So that's going to be interesting when we actually go to put it all together. The way that it links the body parts. It's been so long since I've done it. That's why I'm like, interesting. I don't think it'd be too bad though. Because like the paws stick out funky, but it makes sense why that happens. Fine. One more? You went from chewing on your bone to like passing out in like 2 seconds. Good job, Harvey. Okay. You know, I took out the Mad Lib book the other day. I was like, oh, we should do a Mad Lib. I almost was just gonna like start asking for adjectives and verbs and stuff through Discord or like Twitter and Instagram, but I was like, I don't know, maybe we should just do it on stream. So one of these days we're gonna have to do some of those Mad Libs in that giant book. It's huge, so we'll probably be doing it more than just this month too. We could just make it a new thing where we can like we do a Mad Lib. We do like a Mad Lib a week. Just to make us laugh and have a good time. Mad Lib Mondays. Should we make it Mad Lib Mondays? And then we'll do a Mad Lib before we start. It could be hilarious. Obviously, appropriate words only, but could be a fun time. How many are in the book? Now I feel like I have to go look at it. No, I'm getting distracted. Keep making your beads, Rachel. You gotta finish the Harvey. The beaded Harvey. Okay. Let's see. I might give you guys the option to vote on our crowd control games for Friday. We'll have to see. Otherwise, I might have a plan. We'll have to see what what I decide, but I gotta figure out a couple things that have come up to see if those are gonna happen this week or if we have like another day that we're gonna have to do that. But I feel like we have so many different games, and I don't mind pulling out games that we've completed and playing those as well. Again, with crowd control on, because it would be great, and we know they're good times, so that'll be fun. I think I'm always gonna have at least one crowd control stream. Oh my god, a week. I can't speak, but I have like so many different plans for us. And then any fun like milestones that we hit that's gonna be a stream, I'll add those in as well. Like I said, the Just Dance and the building the wacky pizza stream will also be great. All right, so there is that. Coming, I think this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really good. We could technically like rope some of it together today just to see how how it'll function, at least with the ear part. If we can get at least, well, we won't have the arms though. I was gonna say if we could get at least like the next row, we could do an arm. We could technically do like one of the legs and see how that works, connecting it as well. But probably won't have time to do a whole leg. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Okay. I'm just trying to make it so that I'm streaming as often as possible so we can get as much donations as we can. I'm really hopeful that we can at least make as much as we did last year. That was so exciting. And I would love to get to that same number and get past that. I think we can do it. We got a whole month. We got a whole month to do it, and I'm very proud already that we've made what we have. Any little bit counts, you know. And it's just it's a really lovely thing to do and be a part of. So I'm happy that we decided to do it again. I'll probably do it every year. I have a feeling I'm just gonna want to do it every single year. There's just something that's just so it's so fulfilling, and I know we're actually helping people. Certain believe it's possible. I think so too. I really think so. I'm kind of like worried my head is starting to hurt. We'll have to see. I should be fine. I got half hour left. I can do it. It's not as bad as when I got the migraine like a few weeks ago. That was the worst. I guess was that March? Okay, that might have been way more than a few weeks ago. March is a blur for me. I feel like March didn't happen. And it's already May. So oh man. April just went by in a flash too. That was insanity. I can't believe it. My god. Ugh. Hurtful. It's hurtful. Okay. Boop. And boop. There he is, little sleepy bean. He's been hanging out with us a lot on stream. It makes me happy. He's definitely a mama's boy, so he likes to hang out with me if I am ever at my desk. Otherwise, if it's nice out, we all know where Harvey's gonna be, outside. Where you can lay in the sun and enjoy the weather and watch everybody walk by. Just if the pollen wasn't so bad, I want to hang outside more too, but it's just like it's killing me. It's been so high this year. Okay. Oops. That's good enough then. All right. Start of the next row. dun, dun, dun. I feel like I'm gonna have to check out, see if there's any new songs to add to my little streaming list. I say little, it's not that little. How many hours is this? How many hours does this like whole playlist last for me? Let me see. 8 hours. The list I have is 8 hours long. So we could go 8 hours without having to switch to a new playlist or anything. Yep. I want to add more to it though. I think it'd be great. Every once in a while I'm like, oh, gotta see if there's new songs out there. But I do like Game Chops and Fat Rat. Those are pretty great. I think he was coming out with something new soon too, which is pretty cool. Okay. Ah, there we go. Oh, man. It's like wanting to twist on me, and it's annoying. There we go. Once I secure it, we don't have to worry about it flipping, but it's like obnoxious right at the beginning. Okay. Yeah, these don't take very long. I'm so glad. So if you guys ever want to make the beaded ones, I mean, for me it takes I seem to be able to make like 2-3 in like 10 minutes. And depending on what you're making, you're going to have like a whole lot of them that you're going to have, but they don't take too long. So I feel like it, especially since like it's made up in pieces, it'll make it feel like it's going a little bit faster, since you're like, ah, I can whip out one of these beads this quickly, cool. And then if they're in different colors and all of that stuff, I feel like it's gonna feel like it's going faster, which it does. To me, it feels like it's going pretty fast. But it's a cute little thing that you can make, or what have you. I was tempted to actually like buy like the pony beads so we could actually do the beading together, but I was like, nah. I wanna do it with crocheting. I wanna mix all of my fun stuff together. course, then that's just adding more work to myself. I feel like that tends to be a part of it too. It's just like, ah, yes, we could do this, and I could just buy the things, and then it would be, you know, simple. And it's like, ah, no, we need more work to do. I want to make the beads. Ah! Okay, don't be annoying. Actually spin. Sometimes it does not spin on that thing if it's like a cake, and it just drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. It'll like get caught at the top or something. Oh, Icarus, thank you so much for the hydrate. I will absolutely hydrate. Everybody else, hydrate with me. Make sure if you're working, especially if you're working on a project, you're keeping hydrated. Good. Very good. Okay. There we go. Come on. Oh, oh! Perfect. Yes. Ah, lovely hydration. Oh, like confused me. I loved it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Back to work. Get your ass back in gear, Rachel. You got a lot of stuff going on. Getting distracted. Hydration and all of that. All right. There we go. I'm getting like tired. That's what hard work does. Wears you out. Okay, put that one there. I do have a painting stream we also are going to be doing where I do a couple different challenges. And I think that'll be a really fun one. And I might, well, I'm probably not going to live stream Harvey and I making our lovely art together. He wants to make some art so that he can give them away. So if you donated $100 or if you do donate $100, Harvey is making some art for you guys. So I probably won't live stream that just because it's going to be a giant pain in the ass. But I probably will record it so I can show off Harvey making all of his fun art. Oh man, I'm excited.
Are you
to
going
do
to
that,
finish that croissant?
Is that an Ashton? Bringing croissants? You better bring a whole plate of croissants. I will eat all of them. Hi, Ashton. How is it going? How are you doing? How's your Wednesday? Working on anything fun lately? Doing all right. How goes it over here? Pretty good. Pretty good. We are in the process of making all of the beads. Stream has decided that we were going to make a Harvey today. And as you can see, we're so many beads into it. And we have so many more to go. But that's the little what's the word I want? Chart that we're using to make him. And if I don't know, if, have you ever made these before where you made like pony bead animals or anything like that, where you made like, you take the beads and you like string it through to make like the animal? That was like part, like, look, I made a bunch of these. My mom even came in here and was like, I remember you making these. I'm like, yes, that's right. That was part of my kid. See, maybe I'm old. I didn't know. I was like, maybe it's still like a thing. Whatever. But like my friends and I would make these and they were fun. You made those like braided bracelets with the plastic? Oh yeah, I've seen those. I don't think I've ever made with the plastic. We made it with like the string. But we were definitely into making keychains with the pony beads. My friends and I would do that. So I'm bringing a little bit of my childhood to you guys, but without the beads. We're making the beads. Let me show you. I haven't done this. I should show you the one that I practiced with. I was trying to find one that wouldn't be too bad and was still fun. And it may come back, you know, in the future if we can get to a certain amount. You know, it might come back. We'll see. But let me get this going. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of like pizza themed things. I don't know how that happened. For some reason, it just fell that way. A lot of these pizza themed things. So if that doesn't tell you exactly what it is. Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Also, Harvey's sleepy. He's so cute. He's so adorable. He's the best boy. Look at him. Little sleepy. Little sleepy baby. Okay. I love that he doesn't mind me just sitting here talking for hours. He actually will hang out with us. But this was my test one. Alright? Da-da-da-da! This was my test one that I made. To make sure it would actually, like, work and whatnot. So I have made a piece of pizza. And I may or may not be in the process of making a whole piece of pizza pie. We will see, and you'll see maybe later what that could entail, but hey, first piece is right here. I think it came out super cute though. I really like it. But see, now I did it only with a chain, and this is what we were debating on, right? So you guys can actually see what I was like debating. The chain makes it a little looser. But if we were to use the I-cord, if we were to use like an I-cord, I think it would be snugger together. So we might use the I-cord, but I love my pizza. So there's my little hint, my little sneak peek of my pizza pie right there. But we have the Harvey going. If you want to see the full Harvey, I'll smoosh him over. We've gotten a lot of the pieces done so far. We're working on that torso. If we can get 6 more pieces done, maybe. To get the torso, and then we can get like his arms going. His arms are, his 2 legs will come out right here too. But he's gonna be so cute! I like it. Anyways, moving this over. We'll have to work on making the I-cords. I was showing... Now, if anybody missed earlier, I was showing that... I'm telling you, this whole month is gonna make me think of my childhood and all the different things that I used to do. So I was making an I-cord with, like, just crocheting an I-cord. Which isn't too bad, right? And then I was like, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be fun to do it a little differently? And I took out like the little spool that I used to have, and I would make cords with as a kid one, I had to remember how to do this because man, I didn't remember. And then I had to look it up, and then I was like, I don't know what this is called. So then I like called it like I-cord spool. And then I found that it's actually called French knitting. Um, but like look how fun this is. And I don't know if anybody's ever done this before. Or if you guys ever had one of these, but I actually have a couple. I have a few different sizes and stuff, which is pretty neat. And it's just like a spool with like nails in it. I think they have probably like plastic ones nowadays, but these are the ones I have, and I'm like, oh, we could totally make the I-cords this way, and then I feel like I'm bringing more stuff back from when I was a kid. You never had one of those, but you made one out of cardboard when you were younger. Oh yeah, I saw somebody had made like one out of a toilet paper tube. I was like, oh, that's clever. And they put like popsicle sticks on it to do it. I was like, well, that's clever. I'm like, for me, it's just a spool and some nails. Oh, so that's like what you had. See, oh, that's like a fun way to do it. So yeah, it's like the French knitting. And I'm like, that's so cool. See, it works. Exactly. Exactly. You gotta get creative in here. But it just makes me laugh because I think I still have one going that's like super long from when I was little. I never did anything with it. I just have it. And it's just kind of funny. Oh, man. One of these days. One of these days, right? But I think that'll be a fun way for us to make the I-cord. That's why on my little infographic, here, let me show you. That's why on my little infographic I have it say, bring out your inner child, because that's literally what I have been doing. I've been thinking about different games that we could play from my childhood, different crafts from my childhood, all of the darn different things, and it's awesome. And it's so much fun. Because I think all those kids at St. Jude deserve to have a childhood and get to enjoy life and all of those things. So that's why we got to bring back what we were doing and donate and give back so that they can enjoy all those fun things too. I'm not going to make myself cry. I could easily, but it's I think that's literally where my brain went. That was like my whole theme. I was like, yes. Thank you for inspiring me, St. Jude. Gotta heal that inner child sometimes. Exactly. We can heal our inner child by healing those children at St. Jude and helping them cure the cancer and all of those things. They can have a fun and loving childhood like they deserve. Because darn it, they do. So if you'd like to donate, if you'd like to donate, feel free to click on that link in chat. And every little bit counts. Otherwise, if you don't mind sharing, I would also I appreciate the sharing and helping to bring more people in, which is also awesome. And you're a great person. Even by just being here, you guys are great. I'm not gonna lie. All right. I should repeat the pattern quick, by the way. If you guys ever want to make these beads, I made it really simple. I did not find a pattern or anything. I know that there are patterns out there that are like for bigger ones. But I was like, I kind of want to make it my own, and then I can like size it the way I want to, right? So if you guys are ever interested in making this yourself, it's pretty simple. So for the next bead, I'll show you, but you crochet, you single, you chain 10, and then slip stitch it to connect it to make a ring, and then it's just 3 rows of single crochet. That's all I'm doing. I made it real simple, um, because you're gonna make a lot of them. If it's too complex, if there's too much to it, oh man, it's just like it's gonna take me 20 minutes to make one bead, and then I'm like, I have to make 50, and it's like, ah! It's like, no, make it really simple. So that you could make like 4 or 5 beads in like 10 minutes, and you're like, haha, look at me. Super easy. Exactly, super, super easy. And I don't mind sharing, because I think it would be awesome if any of you guys wanted to make them, please, like, tag me in it, and I want to see them. Throw them into our Discord. Join if you're not already there. I would love to see all of your guys' projects. If you guys want to show off what you're working on, please do. It's so much fun to share and join in on everybody's like stuff. Join us. Yes. That's right. That's right. You gotta do it as evilly laughed as Ashton. It all makes sense. Okay. Throw that in there. I swear we're nice. We're all good pups here. No gremlins to be seen. I swear. I swear. It's too good. Most of us, yeah. Most of us. Just a spattering of some gremlins, I suppose. Just make sure not to feed them after midnight, like, this is what happens. You feed the pups after midnight, they turn into the gremlins, and bring on the shenanigans. Okay, so that's another piece there. So let me show you guys. I'll walk you through it on this one. So just in case you want to make it yourself, it's real simple. I'm using a 4mm hook to make it this size. If you guys want to make them smaller, use a smaller hook, use smaller yarn. You could probably take out a couple of the chains even to make it a little smaller, but I really feel like the 10 chain, like this size, makes the most sense. So put it on your hook, chain 10. Don't twist the yarn. Slip stitch to the first chain. Like that. So now you have like a little ring. Chain 1 and single crochet around. And I like to, that little tail, I like to hide it as I go around on this first row. And then after you make the bead, I highly recommend sewing in that end piece right away, so that you're not feeling like you're just sewing everything in at the end. There's just too many. There's just too many. You love a simple repeating pattern. Can just throw a show on while doing it. Exactly, which is exactly what I did. We were watching like You, the show about the stalker, and I was just making pizza beads the whole time. It worked out so well. Okay, so then you slip stitch, and now you're gonna repeat twice. So there's 3 rows of single crochet, and that's it. Nice and simple. And then all you have to do is pay attention to what your pattern shows. So if you need a certain number of white, or if you need like a bunch of different colors, you just gotta make as many as you need, and then you're good to go. So it's like it's a fun, easy thing to make, I think. And it makes me nostalgic, so I might be a little biased, but still. And last row. I also probably hold this funny. I don't know how you guys hold your stuff, but if it's a ring like this, yeah, my finger tends to like hold it on the inside. as I go. I never know if I do something weird when it comes to crocheting. I'm like, I feel like I probably do a lot of weird stuff and you guys are just like, huh, I don't crochet like that. It's like, I don't hold my yarn with my pinky finger. This is why when I cut this finger, you guys can see it's kind of shiny. When I cut this finger, I was like, I can't crochet. And people are probably like, what do you mean? Because I've seen others who like hold it like this, or like, so I'm like, I don't know how you guys hold it in different ways, and I'm just like, what are you doing? I've seen people crochet where it's like a pencil. I'm like, I can't. I'm so stuck in my ways. I'm so stuck in my ways. You wrap it around your pinky? Oh my god. That's because of the tension, right? So you're helping your tension by keeping it like wrapped up a little bit. Stretching out, Harvey. Okay. See, these two fingers can like hold it down so tightly now that holds my tension. You see how like I can pull this and it's like look at that. So I think I strengthened this muscle here from crochet the way I do. You've kept that from with knitting as well. Oh, it makes sense, especially with the continental knitting and you hold the yarn in your right hand. Ah, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Okay. But tell me, how do you guys hold your hooks and all of that, your yarn? I'm so curious because I feel like it's different. You know, it's you gotta hold it how it's comfortable for you. But I'm stuck in my ways. 100%. Will never change. You hold it like me? Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen you crochet. Yours makes, yeah, so it's like you hold it like here. So I tend to teach people this way if I ever teach crocheting. But, oh man. It's just the yarn you hold different. Yeah. Which is just so interesting because I've seen people where they like wrap it around different fingers. Or they have like the holder for it, so you can get rings that you can hold on like any of your fingers, and it kind of like goes into the, almost like this one. I guess I should show my like my middle finger here. It kind of like goes around like a piece like this to help with your tension. So instead of it being flat against my finger, it'd be like up in the air, and you can actually like use that as like a tension holder. I've seen those rings before. Some of them look so cool, and I'm just like, I wouldn't really actually use it, I don't think, even though I want them. One I saw looked like a peacock, and it reminds me of one of my friends, and I'm just like, ah. Neither of us would use it, because she doesn't even really crochet anymore. But still. Get it in. We got it. You just want to try it once? I mean, yeah. It's like, I'm just gonna wear it as a ring. It's like, now it's just one of my rings. I'll just put it on one of my fingers and it's forever just a part of me. What's that? Oh, it's my crocheting ring. What? You're not crocheting. Yeah, I know. I just, I like to wear it because it's, you know, representative of my craft. That's what would happen, to be quite honest. Would get stuck on everything. This one tends to. I always have to take it off if I, like, do my hair or anything. Alexa, office on. don't know why it keeps turning my lights off. Oh, because it's 3 hours in. I'm gonna do one more bead. I'm gonna do one more bead so that I have 9 of the 12 that we need. That's fine. I'm gonna snooze this. We don't need ads right now, thank you. Hilarious. I'm like, why did my lights turn off? That went by so quickly. How did we go 3 hours already, guys? What happened? So last chance, if anybody wants to donate today during the live stream, this is your last chance to donate now. Otherwise, you can donate at any time off stream, or anytime I go live next time. But if you'd like to do it today, feel free. The link is in chat. It's pinned to the top. All right. It's like final call. There we go. And then we'll probably, I'm either gonna work on Harvey then tomorrow too, as our bonus stream. I was actually debating on painting tomorrow, quite honestly, because I'm not gonna be able to Just Dance tomorrow, but so that'll be next week. But tomorrow I might end up painting or working on our little Harvey, beaded Harvey, which I think will be fun. So I hope you're excited. All more crafty stuff. How can I stop doing crafty things? And then on Friday, we'll be doing some crowd control gaming, and I think that'll be fun too. Woo, bonus stream! Exactly. Exactly. Always gotta have a fun bonus stream. I want to stream as much as I possibly can this month, so I'm gonna wear myself out. It's gonna be great. I hope you're excited. All right. Hey, it's a worthy cause. It's a worthy cause. Let me get all of the fun links into chat in a second. Because there's our last bead. Okay. There we go. Alright, so. Socials. Make sure to follow me on all my socials. I'll be posting pictures and links and fun things all month long for St. Jude. But then I post stuff anyways, just for funsies. So go ahead, follow me, subscribe, all those fun things. Discord, join our Discord if you're not already in the community. You belong with us. You're awesome. And yeah, they're cool people. Go listen to the podcast. More things have dropped. The preview dropped yesterday. And the rest of it, well, the next season 2, volume 2 is what we're calling it, is coming out shortly. Pretty much next week. Next week! So there's that. And I've been actually doing some marketing stuff with it. Marketing stuff, YouTube shorts and TikToks. So silly. It's so silly, but I'm having fun. It's a lot of work, but we're having a lot of fun with it. All right, let me see. So those are all those things for me. And then what else do I have? Probably oh, I know. I can do this. There's the donate link, and then if you guys want to help by putting it on your social medias, you can create a link from my campaign, and it'll let me know that you created that link, and the people who donated through that were because of you. So I would appreciate it if you can do that. It is free. So that's another thing you can do for us. So there's that. Lovely, lovely. And I don't think I have any other links to send you. So I'm gonna stop bombarding you with all of the links now. All right. We got quite a bit done, honestly. We have his legs yet to do, and then his back half. So let me show you. Whoopsies, he's falling apart. Don't fall apart, Harvey. I love you. Okay. So there's this. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see it better. But ta-da! So here's what we have so far. So we have another row here, and I'm debating on, I think his spot will probably go here. So we'll put a brown spot there, and then the rest of his back here. Then we have his 2 legs, and then his tail in the end. And I think it's coming out super cute, and I can't wait. And then we'll definitely probably use the eye cord instead of the chain like I used on the pizza. To make it a little bit more sturdy and stick together a little bit better. No, I'm snoozing. Get out of here. So I think that'll be good. I'm excited. I think it's coming out super cute. I hope you guys had fun with this. And I'm gonna finish this one off. If you guys want to make more, I would be down for making more on other crafty streams. So there's that. Let me switch to here. I'm a little bit bigger. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put on this hat because we have 4 donations, so there's 4 buttons on my hat. And it's like a cute hat. This is gonna be my push my buttons hat. So every time that a donation comes in, my little bucket hat, I'm adding a button. And they're really cool. They're like vintagey looking buttons with like different pictures and stuff on them. So I'm gonna have a full-on button hat. I'm hoping you guys can fill it up for me. And let's see. I'd like us to go to another person who is also streaming for St. Jude. I think we have a couple different people I could send us to. Don't mind me, just dancing, having a fun time. I know, I'm telling you, I have way too many things going on for St. Jude, but I'm like, I have the not cross stitch, the fabric from last year that has all your guys' names on them over here. I'm gonna have a hat this year. It's gonna be fun. I'll have to come up with something fun for next year. But, oh, it's always a good time. So let's see. I think I'm gonna send us to keep the crafting going over here. So let me get the raid stuff into chat. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun. I hope you liked the little bit of a throwback to at least my childhood of making some fun bead things together. Just as you were about to type that, I'm so sorry. I took your job away. You can do it if you'd like to. You could have taken it away from me. It's totally fine. I understand. But thank you guys so much again. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, or great night wherever you guys are in the world. Have a fantastic time zone. I will see you guys next time. Tomorrow will be our bonus stream. Friday will be crowd control. And then I'll let you guys know what's gonna happen next week with for more fun shenanigans. And like I said, we are fundraising all month long, so expect lots of more fun things to do the entire time. All right. Let's get this raid started. Let's get on over there and bring some shenanigans with us. I know that it looks like they're already up to many, many shenanigans. Okay. All right, everybody. See you guys later. Have fun. We love shenanigans. Oh boy. See you guys there. Have fun. Bye, everybody. Good night.